I'm from Seattle, a retired Mennonite pastor, still active in peacemaking. I'm here at the Bartimaeus Institute because it's a very important place to connect with others and to learn something about how we're in this watershed, but what we do here matters in the country and around the world. I just finished leading a workshop with John Bergen on Christian peacemaker teams and contemplative just peace building. I am working with Christian peacemaker teams, a reservist now. We'll be spending several months a year with the Iraqi Kurdistan CPT community and some with Palestine CPT as well. This session we just led was in the context of our gathering here with Bartimaeus to think about how we connect is in this time, looking back 50 years to Martin Luther King's defining sermon at Riverside Church, the Beyond Vietnam, A Time to Break Silence. That breaking silence that King did was to connect materialism rooted in racism, upheld by militarism. The waging of war at home and abroad. And so I worked with what I shared in contemplative just peace building is how do we sustain ourselves for this time to do activist work across all of these arenas that we are working and building here, particularly the two things that I particularly focus on. First is a paradigm shift from just war to just peace, and I outlined what the meaning of just war is. It's a very different approach. It's more comprehensive. Just war is just war and privileges violence. Just peace is this new vision and paradigm is both more comprehensive and privileges nonviolence and our activist approach to that, but grounded in a deeply spiritual basis to sustain who we are and where we are in the world and what to help expose the spiritual death of America that King named 50 years ago and is even more true today. To sustain that, we need a profoundly deep spiritual basis. And I call that a contemplative life, which is my life as I understand it, as a contemplative at heart, engaging in the world doing these things. So we went through a process, guided other people with what contemplative practices they have. I gave them some case studies of on-the-ground Christian peacemaker team work in Palestine, in Kurdistan, at Standing Rock, and so on. So that's a little bit of what I shared here today.
Thank you.
Is that enough?
That's good.
Okay.
Well, maybe you can just say one thing about future Bartimaeus Institutes offer.
The Bartimaeus Institute, okay. Bartimaeus Institutes offer a biblically focused analysis of where we are in watershed discipleship, in this watershed, but bringing people from many, many places so that, and drawing especially on the resources, experience, wisdom of all of us who are here. So my wife and I came to this event and I was asked to do something on CPT and contemplative just peace building. So, and everybody else here is like that. We are not experts sort of leading a conference. We are an engaged community participating with each other in this good work.